Hey guys, we're back here with another Call of Duty Modern Warfare video. Real quick, if you are new around here and you do find this video helpful or enjoyable, make sure to go ahead and leave a like, leave a comment, and hit that subscribe button. You're not going to want to miss out on all the videos that I will be pumping out soon for Call of Duty and for Battlefield, so make sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. So getting straight into this video, my previous video was about the gold camo for the P90 that I went ahead and unlocked. Now, I have seen a lot of videos and a lot of people confused, or not confused, but more so struggling on figuring out how to unlock the gold camo for every weapon. It's pretty simple, and that's basically what we're going to go ahead and talk about in this video. I'm going to try to walk you through the steps, tell you exactly, well, not exactly, but estimate how long it's going to take you and how you can go ahead and complete some challenges easier and quicker than, if you just had no idea and hopped into TDM, every single round and it took you 20 hours or so. So that's where we're going to go ahead and try to eliminate. We're going to go ahead and try to save some time and try to get you to unlock this camo a lot quicker. So the very first step to unlocking the gold camo is deciding which weapon you want to go ahead and get it for. Obviously, you're probably going to want to get it for every single weapon, or you might not like camo at all and you just want to have it just as a collectible. If you want to have it just as a collectible, then I really don't recommend you do this because it's going to take you a very long time. But if you want to, then you're free to go ahead and do whatever it is that you want. But again, the first step to unlocking this is figuring out which weapon you want to go ahead and get it for. For example, I picked the P90 and I grinded the P90 for about 12 to 20 hours to go ahead and unlock this. Yes, 12 to 20 hours is approximately how long it's going to take you. Maybe a little bit less, maybe I'm exaggerating a bit with 20 hours. But definitely 12 in between their hours. That's how long it's going to go ahead and take you. Also, one thing I do honestly recommend that you do, stick with one weapon. If you get, for example, the P90 and you've grinded it all the way to level 30 and then you just get bored of it, just stick with it, man. You're really going to regret wasting that much time in one weapon and not completing or getting to your end goal and then just switching to a different weapon. So honestly, that's what I can recommend. You have no idea how many times I got really annoyed at the P90. I got killed so many times because of it. It wasn't performing up to my standards and I really wanted to stop. But trust me, once you reach that end goal and you get the golden camo for it, you just get a weight lifted off of your shoulders and it feels really, really good to know that you achieved something that a lot of people probably will not do for a long time in this game. Now let's talk about the steps to reaching the gold camo in Call of Duty Modern Warfare. So first, obviously, you pick your weapon, you stick with it, you have to grind the weapon to its max level. For example, the P90 here, which is obviously the weapon I'm going to reference for the most of this video because it's the only one I have gold currently. The P90 ranks at max at level 50, so weapons differ. For example, I'm currently working on the Kilo 141. That weapon max rank is 69. So some weapons have a less max rank and some of them have a higher max rank. So that all depends on which weapon you're going to go ahead and pick. And also the assignments for every single camo, which you have to go ahead and complete, by the way. You have to unlock every single camo, and there's around 100 camos for every single weapon. So that's where the grind does kick in. The assignments aren't incredibly hard, but there's just so many of them that they're pretty time consuming, and some of them aren't even really worth it, honestly. I'm probably going to show some in the background right now of me scrolling through some of the camos, but what I do recommend is that, again, if you are sticking with one weapon, the game modes, for example, that I recommend you go ahead and play are TDM, Domination, Ground War. Ground War is the one that I'm currently playing the most of to try and fully max out the Kilo 141, because there are so many players in one little area that you can go ahead and get so many kills. You can go on so many kill streaks. You can knock out a bunch of these camo challenges in one match. You could probably unlock a whole list of camos in one round if you go ahead and play it correctly and to your strengths. Now let's go ahead and talk about the camo challenges. So I don't remember all of them off the top of my head, but I do remember some of them. Some of them are go on a 3 kill streak 30 times, get hipfire kills. It maxes out at like 200, so you have to get like, oh no, not 200, you have to get like 75 hipfire kills, get like 100 long shot kills, get 200 crouching kills, and you know they stack up. So the first one might be get 5 crouching kills, the next one is 10, then 15, then 20, so on and so on, until you get the max amount of kills that you need for that camo. Again, it also really all depends on what kind of weapon you're using. So if you're trying to get an SMG to gold, it also, you know, the attachments that you might use for that weapon, you might have to change a lot throughout the time of you grinding for it. Because for example, if you're going to go ahead and try to get, you know, the crouch kills or the hipfire kills, you might be better off using a laser, not using a laser, using a different stock, using a different barrel attachment, using a different muzzle attachment, using a different grip, so on and so forth. But the ones that I can highly recommend, and I can tell you for a fact do work, and I recommend that you use these for every single camo assignment, are sleight of hand and a laser. Because those, you know, with a laser, yeah, you might be seen by enemies, which is kind of good and bad. Good because they will try to move towards you because they know you're there and they'll try to kill you, so you might get an easy kill, or you know, it might play wrong for you and you might just get killed by, you know, someone that's on your laser. And sleight of hand, so that you can quickly reload. For example, there is an assignment called, or not called, but there's an assignment which requires you to get kills quickly after reloading. So you have like a 3-second timer after you reload to get kills, and you have to do this like 40 times, and that's the one that I stressed the most on. Until I started using sleight of hand, it was very stressful. You know, I would start shooting, reload, I couldn't find enemies, until I got sleight of hand. You know, it was much quicker because I could go into very compact and, you know, busy areas on the map, and you know, start just randomly shooting at walls, and then use sleight of hand, and then take out like 2-3 people at a time. And it didn't take me that long after, you know, using that perk. I've also heard from people that every single weapon, most of the assignments are basically the same, but some of them do differ. For example, I think the light machine guns don't have the hip fire assignment, but I could be wrong. I haven't tested those weapons out yet. But remember, there's a lot of assignments, there are a lot of camos that you're going to go ahead and have to knock out. So what I do recommend is, once you max rank the weapon, go to every single camo category, write the assignments down, and then try to knock them out in order of you writing them. So for example, if you write down get crouching kills first, I would focus on getting crouching kills first, because you doing that, you wouldn't even know, you wouldn't even realize you're probably, you know, completing another camo assignment as well. So it just works very well if you try to organize them and then complete them in order, because on accident you're probably just going to end up completing, you know, another camo assignment, so you can quickly start knocking these out. And again, probably the best game mode if you're a beginner and if you really don't have a lot of time on your hands to spend grinding for a weapon camo, then probably go ahead and play ground war. Again, there's a lot of players, the matches last about what, 5 minutes or something like that, or probably more than that, I could be wrong. So they're pretty decently, you know, long. There's a lot of players, there's a lot of objectives. You're going to rank up the weapon a lot quicker because you're going to be getting more kills, you're going to be getting more XP, you're going to be unlocking more attachments, and it's just going to help you overall try to reach your end goal. Now, some assignments that I didn't really touch on are the assignments that require you to get kills without any attachments on your weapons, or the mounted kill assignments. Those are pretty stressful because they do limit you in the way that you can play. For example, the mounted kills, you can mount a lot of, you know, walls and barriers and things like that in this game, but a lot of them are not that, you know, they don't have that good line of sight, or you might get flanked. So what I do recommend for that type of assignment is that you play on a smaller map. So TDM, you know, domination, something like that. Try to find the smaller maps, and then you'll probably be able to knock that one out in 1 or 2 hours. It won't take you that long. I don't recommend playing, you know, ground war for those, because it's just obviously going to take you a lot longer. And I also don't recommend that you play sweaty game modes, for example, free for all or realism or something like that. Don't stay away from those, because those are just, you know, you're going to waste your time and you're going to get very, very frustrated. Also, the assignment where it requires you to get kills without any attachments, this one might just come to you naturally if you're a decent player. But if you're not that good of a player, you know, you might have to get used to playing with a really bad weapon in order to get that many kills that you need. I think it's 75 or 110, something like that. I don't remember off the top of my head, but it's a decent amount of kills that you have to go ahead and get without any attachments on your weapon. So no optics, no barrels, no muzzles, no grips, no perks, no nothing. You have to go ahead and just straight stock weapon grind it out. So there you guys have it. Those are basically my tips and kind of guide on helping you try to reach the gold camo for your favorite weapon or whatever. Also, once you've completed the gold camo for every single gun in the game, you'll start to unlock the platinum and the Damascus, which honestly I think look really nice in this game, but the grind is just way too hard, and it's honestly something that I think I will not do, because again, on average it might take 10 to 12 to 15 to even more hours for you to go ahead and, you know, rank up a weapon to its max level and then unlock every single camo. I think it's a little bit excessive. I feel like they could have limited it, maybe do like 50% of the camos on every single weapon, something like that. Probably would have been a little bit more reasonable, or just straight up making people buy it. That's probably something I would have done instead of spending 400 hours plus and trying to unlock, you know, a simple camo that at the end might not even be worth it to most people. Yeah guys, that is where I'm going to wrap this video up. Again, if you did find anything of value in this video, leave a like, leave a comment telling me which weapon you want to go ahead and grind out. Maybe I can give you some tips and tricks, you know, in the comment section down below, something I didn't mention in the video. Also, if you are new around here, make sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you do not miss out on any more Call of Duty Modern Warfare videos just like this. I'm going to start pumping out more gameplays, more weapon specific gameplays. I'm definitely going to try and grind these gold camos, because I know a lot of people will not grind for them themselves, you know, because it just takes way too much time. So if I can, you know, be a little bit of help and show you guys what it looks like so that you can make your final decision on which weapon, you know, you want to solely focus on, then I'll definitely do that. But with that being said and done, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. I'll probably double upload today. I have another video idea in mind regarding camos, so if you are pumped for that, then make sure to go ahead and leave a like. But with that being said, I'll catch you in the next upload.